Hey, it's Brandon. This is What's Your Story? And while this is very unorthodox to do it like this, I was filming in the studio for the Pops channel, and I thought that this was something we should include, right? It's our first video on the channel, and this is a channel about life lessons, about words of wisdoms, funny things, stories we share to kind of help one another, learning from our neighbor. And I had a great chance to talk to Matt Fuqua from the Afters about different things in his life. We're going to put it in the description. You have links to the description from the radio show as well as the other channel, but I wanted to kind of carve this out and share it with you because it's an interesting life lesson and story he learned from his grandfather about prayer, praying for his family, and that kind of thing. So I thought it was very interesting. So to Matt Fuqua, we ask, what's your story?
They have a brand new album. They've taken a break. We haven't heard from them the last couple of years, but Fear No More is actually dropped. It's available. We're going to put links in the description. Yeah, if you're watching this online, you can catch all of the stuff through social media and all that. Get your copies of this new album, and it's great to talk to Matt Fuqua about the album and some of their music. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. I am so happy to talk about our new music. We're so proud of it, and we've been working on it for so long that it's finally out and people can hear it is super exciting for me. A lot of what we've been doing is just dealing with real life pain and real life joy, and then consequently writing about it.
So let's get right to that, because a couple of songs are already kind of out. I mean, they're already on YouTube with lyric videos, folks. And if you've already seen this, it's great stuff. It's called "I Will Fear No More" and "Well Done" are both pretty popular already in most circles. So talk a little bit about those songs as well, kind of like the heart behind those songs and kind of a little bit of the backstory on those two in particular, because they've already kind of dropped. They're already kind of out there.
It's interesting, I think, when you have four writers in a band, right? So there's Jordan and Dan and Josh and I, and with any song, we go into it with, a different perspective. For Well Done, my perspective was I was really thinking about a conversation that I had with my dad a few weeks after my grandfather passed away, and this was just a few years ago. And I was just talking to my dad on the phone, and he said, your grandfather prayed for all of us, his children, and then he, by name, every day, and our spouses, and our children, and our children's spouses, and their children, every day. And when he passed away, and there's a lot of kids in my family too, by the way. So he's praying for all of the people in his family. It's probably 50, 60 sons and daughters, grandchildren and great grandchildren. It blew my mind. And my dad said, now that he's gone, I'm realizing that I haven't prayed for my family the way I should, and so I'm committing to pray for my whole family. My children, my children's children, my children's children's children, the same way that your grandfather did. And I was just thinking, man, how incredible, what a legacy I have of godly men that seek to, do the Lord's will. And I was thinking to myself, I don't need to wait until my dad passes away to pray for my family like that, to lead my family like that. And so to me, Well Done, in one sense, is about that moment when you're face to face with the creator of the universe, and he says, well done, my good and faithful servant. But that moment comes about because of every moment lived here on earth, and God has us all here for a reason. I just seek to live a life that's worthy of that statement. That's kind of how, and we all have those people in our lives, all of us in the band, and so we're just all writing about, those people who have been Jesus to us, and continue to be Jesus to us in our lives.